Hello, my dear students. Welcome to my channel, Chemistry with ASR. In today's session, I'm going to cover Chemistry KCET paper, which was conducted on April 23rd, 2026. So, this paper has 60 compulsory MCQs and to be completed in 80 minutes. Each correct answer will be awarded with 1 mark and no negative mark for incorrect answers. So, let's get started. So first 12 questions are from organic chemistry part. First question, a primary alcohol is converted into aldehyde. Here, to avoid the further oxidation to carboxylic acid, we can use a reagent called as pyridinium chlorochromate. So this is abbreviated as PCC. So therefore, option D is the correct answer. In second question, glycerol is a trihydric alcohol because it contains two primary and one secondary alcoholic group. So therefore, option B is the correct one. Third question, the correct IUPAC name of the following molecule is 2-ethoxy 2-methyl propane. Here, the longest carbon chain is propane with a methyl and an ethoxy group on the second carbon. So therefore, option 3 is the correct one. Question number 4. They're asking you to identify the organic compounds P, Q, and R in the above reaction. So the correct option is B. In this series of reactions, alkanes will undergo oxidation to a primary alcohol at first, forming the compound P, which is then oxidized to an aldehyde, that is Q, and finally it reacts with a Grignard reagent to form a secondary alcohol R. So therefore, option B is the correct one. Question number 5. You're asked to match list 1 with list 2. In these reactions, you need to understand that the nucleophiles from the list 1 attacks the electrophilic carbon of the carbonyl group, followed by the loss of water to form a new functional group. Hydroxylamine reacts with carbonyl compound to form oxime. A primary amine reacts with carbonyl compounds to form a substituted imine, which is commonly known as Schiff's base. An alcohol reacts with aldehyde in the presence of an acid catalyst to form acetal or hemiacetal. Hydrogen cyanide adds to carbonyl group to form cyanohydrins. Therefore, the correct option is A. Next one, question number 6. You need to identify the major product A for the reaction between benzaldehyde and acetophenone in the presence of a base and at 293 Kelvin. This is aldol condensation reaction and it is also known as Claisen-Smith reaction. Therefore, reaction between benzaldehyde and acetophenone will produce 1,3-diphenyl pro 2-ene 1-one. So, D is the correct option. Question number 7. Carboxylic acids are more acidic than phenol. The reason is when we compare the conjugate base of both carboxylic acid and phenol, carboxylate ion has more resonance stabilization than that of the phenoxide ion. So therefore, option D is correct. Question number 8. The compound that does not answer the iodoform test is ethanoic acid. So this is because it does not contain any methyl keto group or methyl hydroxy group attached to a carbon. So option C is the right answer. Next, ninth one. Nitration of aniline in strong acidic medium gives significant amount of metanitroaniline. So this is because in strong acid, aniline is protonated to the anilinium ion, so which is meta directing in nature. So this leads to a meta-nitroaniline product. Therefore, option B is correct. Question number 10. The basic strength of alkyl amines in aqueous phase is not decided by option D, hyperconjugation effect. This is because the basic strength of alkyl amines in water is influenced by the inductive solvation and steric effects, but it is not decided by the hyperconjugation effect. Question number 11. A reaction sequence is given to you. You need to identify the organic compound D. So here on treating benzene with nitrating mixture, that is concentrated HNO3 and concentrated sulfuric acid at 323 to 333 Kelvin, a nitrobenzene is obtained. This is compound A. This nitrobenzene is reduced to aniline in presence of hydrochloric acid and Fe, and this compound is B. In the presence of sodium nitrite, hydrochloric acid at 273 Kelvin, aniline is diazotized to benzene diazonium chloride, and this compound is C. Reaction of compound C with ethanol reduces it back to benzene, while ethanol is further oxidized to ethanal. That is, the compound formed is an aldehyde, which is compound D. So, therefore, option C is the right answer. Question number 12. Statement 1. Staggered conformation of ethane is more stable than the eclipsed conformation. Statement 2. The torsional strain in staggered conformation is more. So you need to read this and choose the correct answer from the options given below. Here option C is the correct one because the staggered conformation is more stable than the eclipsed. So statement 1 is true. Statement 2 is false because the torsional strain is actually less in the case of staggered form. Okay, my dear students, we shall meet in the next session for general and inorganic chemistry part. So please like, share, and post your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Chemistry with ASR, for more educational videos. Thank you.